Today's math lesson, we will be classifying and sorting regular and irregular two-dimensional shapes based on their attributes. What that means is that we will be taking 2D shapes, which are flat figures, and sorting them in the same group by a shared attribute. So you are probably wondering what attribute means. Taking a quick look at this 2D figure here, okay? Attributes of a 2D figure is basically talking about the sides, which are the straight outer edges, okay? And its vertices, also known as its corners. A vertice is the point where two sides meet. So here I have one side and here I have another side. So where my two sides meet is my point, which is my vertice. Okay? So let's go over some figures and their attributes. The first one we have here is a circle. What do you notice about a circle? What can you tell me about a circle? A circle is a round, flat figure. We can also see that a circle has no vertices, it has no corners, and it has no straight outer edges. It's just a plain round circle. So now look around the classroom and see if you can identify some objects that are round, that are circles. That's correct. Our round clock on the wall is a circle. It has a face of a circle. Good job. Okay, so moving on, we have here a triangle. A triangle has 3 outer edges. It has 3 outer sides. 1, 2, 3. My edges, my sides are all straight. So it has 3 straight sides. An attribute of a triangle also, a triangle also has 3 vertices. 1, 2, 3. It has 3 vertices. So now this right here, my friends, is considered a regular triangle. The reason why it's considered a regular triangle is because all the sides are equal. They're all the same. They're the same length. Now I'm going to draw you an example of an irregular triangle. Okay? Here I have an irregular triangle. Notice that it's considered a triangle. It's in the triangle family because it has 3 sides. 1, 2, 3. It also has 3 vertices. 1, 2, 3. The reason why it is called an irregular triangle is because the sides are not the same length. They are unequal. If you notice that this side here is a lot smaller than these 2 sides. So we call this shape an irregular triangle. Look around the classroom and see if you can find objects that have the same shape as a regular triangle. So you're looking for a shape, an object that is a triangle and it has the 3 equal sides, a regular triangle. If we don't have none inside the classroom, think outside of the classroom, maybe at a restaurant or at home. During dinner time, when mom brings you a big round pizza and then she cuts them into slices, usually they are in triangle slices, right? The slice of pizza are in triangle slices, if they're cut equally and straight. Okay, so our next shape that we are going to discuss is a rectangle. You're right, it is a rectangle. A rectangle has 4 straight outer edges. 1, 2, 3, 4. In a rectangle, it also has 4 vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4. One thing that I do want you to notice in a rectangle is that the opposite sides are equal in length. What that means is that this side right here and this side right here, they are on opposite ends. They are the same in length. They are equal. These two sides here are opposite of each other, and their sides are the same in length. Okay, that is how we know that it's a rectangle. Looking around the classroom, can we find any examples of a rectangle? Maybe even outside of the classroom, think about it. Our math journals that we're working on, right? They are shaped like a rectangle. Good job. The next shape is a rhombus. Okay, here we have a 2D figure of a rhombus. A rhombus has 4 straight outer sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. It also has 4 vertices, 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. So one thing that I want you to notice in a rhombus is that all the sides are equal in length. Okay, all the sides and corners, the opposite corners, see how they're opposite the corners from each other? They're the same. All the sides are all the same length. That's how we know it's a rhombus. You are right. It also looks like a diamond, right? Some kids call it a diamond. Sometimes I call it a diamond. But in math class, the shape is called a rhombus. So other than it looking like a diamond, looking around the classroom, are there any other objects that look like a rhombus? Maybe even outside of the classroom. That is a very good one. When you're coming up to the parking lot in the front of the school, there is a sign that's yellow and it says slow. That means slow down, right? Because there might be children walking. That sign is the shape, the traffic sign is the shape of a rhombus. That is a very good one. So, next shape we have here is a square, okay? A square has 4 straight outer edges. 1, 2, 3, 4. A square also has 4 vertices, 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to be aware that all the sides in a square are all equal in length. They're all the same. Okay? All the opposite ends. Unlike a rectangle, remember that a rectangle, the opposite lengths are the same in length? Well, in a square, all the opposites are the same. They're all the same. They're equal in length. Looking around the classroom, can we find any objects that look like a square? Our class photo, the photo frame, is a square. Good job. The tiles on the floor, they're shaped like a square. Nice job. So, the last shape that we're going to discuss is called a hexagon. Okay, a hexagon. A hexagon has 6 straight outer edges, okay? It has 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It also has 6 vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? 6 vertices. So, this right here is a regular hexagon. Okay, this is a regular hexagon. Remember what we said about a regular shape? A regular shape, all the sides are equal, right? And sometimes our corners are opposite ends of each other. They are also equal. That is what we call a regular shape. Here we have all our sides are equal. This is a regular hexagon. I am going to draw you a picture or a shape of an irregular hexagon. Now these are sometimes hard to draw, so I'm going to try my best. Okay, here's one, an irregular hexagon, okay? So notice that my irregular hexagon is considered a hexagon because it has 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This irregular hexagon also has 6 vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The reason why it is called an irregular hexagon, do we remember? Is because the sides, the length in the sides are unequal. They're not the same, right? They are different sizes on the sides. And our corners are also different. They're unequal, right? Good. So now let's look around the classroom and see if we can find any objects of a hexagon, shaped like a hexagon. Or think outside the classroom as well. Think about it. Oh, I would never have thought about that one. So, if we think about bees, right? We know that bees like to make beehives. Well, in every cell of a beehive, they have a hexagon. Kind of like the honeycomb Cheerios. Yeah, it has the shape of a hexagon. Good job. That was a good one. Okay, so now that we have discussed 2D figures and their attributes, it's your turn to group 2D figures together based on the number of sides and the number of vertices, okay? I will pass out your activity worksheet, which is like this, and a few of the 2D figures, and you will sort them under the correct column on this worksheet. So for example, taking a look at this worksheet, at this top section here, this column right here is asking for 6 sides. So you're going to take your pattern blocks and you're going to draw them, or you're going to place them if they have 6 sides, if they have 4 sides, if they have 3 sides, okay? We are sorting them by sides. So down at this bottom section, we are sorting our 2D figures by our vertices. Remember, our vertices are corners, okay? There are our corners. Here in this column, we are going to sort them by 3 vertices. If the shape has 3 vertices, you're going to draw or place it here. If it has 4 vertices, they're going to go here. Here, it would be 6 vertices, okay? While you are working on that, I will be walking around asking you questions to make sure we all understand how to sort 2D figures based on their attributes, all right? So, if there aren't any more questions, let's begin with our activity.